Here he is. It's Here's joke.
And then a hot chick will walk by, and I'll go, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? I think the gayest I ever was in February. That's when I did my shows in Los Angeles, and Brad Pitt came to my show.
Woo! Okay, the gayest he ever was when Brad Pitt came to his show in L.A. Why was he gay? Let's hear some more. Brad Pitt came to his show.
I do not know what year he was born or how many infants he consumes in a week, but that man is stunning, all right?
I've never heard this take on Brad Pitt, so guys think he's attractive too then. Brad Pitt? Are you sure? We're talking about the same guy? Because every guy I hear keeps telling me about how they went gay for this Brad Pitt. I had never heard anything like that. So he's just so beautiful of a guy? Is that what they're saying?
That seems to be it.
So Tom is one of these guys who's just going to go with the basic, Brad Pitt is so beautiful. It, like, literally turned me gay. He's, like, literally mixed with a bunch of doves or some shit. Listen to this crap.
Look, I do not know what year he was born or how many infants he consumes in a week.
Oh, how many? He must consume infants. He's so beautiful. Oh. This is the kind of talk you want your father to hear you say? Okay. All right, so he's doing this. We've heard this routine before, haven't we?
It's stunning, all right? He came into my dressing room. I couldn't make eye contact. Do you understand?
Can't make eye contact.
Like, I was like, hey, what's
too
up,
hot.
man? How you doing? He goes, look at me. I was like, no.
Okay, it's a cool celebrity story. Have we heard this one before? Was that the whole story, and now we should show you where we've heard it before?
I think so.
Okay, now this is the lightest one of the load. Okay, we're starting easy here. This is light. This one could have been overlooked. This one's not going to send him to jail on its own. But when you see all three combined, this one needs to be shown.
And this one happens to be from his Theogate nemesis, Theo Von.
So it turns out Theo Von has a similar setup, a similar idea here. And by the way, Tom doesn't do jokes. He does setups. If you actually edited a tape of all Tom Segura's punchlines, there's really nothing there at all. There's punchlines, there's really nothing there. He's getting credit for good setups, but he's never delivering a punchline, which is what a joke is. So he actually doesn't do jokes. People go, oh man, I love his joke about the woods. Wait. You love his setup, actually, about the woods. The joke at the end was, because I'm gay. It's like nothing. The end of his jokes mean nothing. But you do remember the setup, so you're thinking in your head, oh yeah, I had a fun time at the Tom show. And then you're going, he did the joke on the woods, the car, the this. No, he did the setups of those things. Okay, so that's what we're judging here today. Tom's setups, that's what we call his jokes. Okay, got it? Where is this Theo Von?
It's the next link.
Theo Von Brad Pitt bit. Okay, here it is.
Crowd, I had some jokes planned for you guys, but I have to scrap them because I have to tell you what happened. I met Brad Pitt. Okay?
Wow. Okay.
The real...
That enough to me is too much. If you're Tom Segura, professional comedian, 3 hours a fucking day telling me about how you do the craft, you can't have the same anything as one of your good friends within the last 5 years. Okay? You just can't. Sorry. See, that's how strict I am. If you want to be big shot Tom Segura, Joe Rogan, you're talking about the craft every fucking minute of the day, then you can't say the same thing that your buddy just said. Okay? You can't say the same thing as anybody just said. It's got to be new. So this would be bad enough. Just this part.
Good to be here, beautiful crowd. I had some jokes planned for you guys, but I have to scrap them because I have to tell you what happened. I met Brad Pitt. Okay? The real Brad Pitt, okay? Not the fake Brad Pitt, the only one God ever made. Met him, okay? This is what happened.
Similar.
Listen up, haters. So it's a beautiful day out, okay? Because Brad only lives on beautiful days.
Same type of thing, you know, does this guy eat babies? How does he look so good? He's sculpted by God, the same old shtick. Okay, that's the baby one, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's get to where it really gets into trouble. That's just showing you that, you know, he heard Theo Von talk about Brad Pitt, decided he now talks about Brad Pitt too. I would have avoided that. I would go, oh, Theo's done that already? Scrap it. Cancel that. Cancel it. That's what I would have said if I was a professional comedian. You know, making millions and millions of dollars off this stuff. It's going to Netflix. The whole world's going to say, I'm not going to do anything that Theo Von just did. Okay. All right, what's our next time code?
Next, you want to go to 1955.
1955. So if you're clipping this, you should do this out of order. You show like a preview of the worst one, you know?
The worst one's last.
The worst one's going to be last. So, these Tom fans, they're going to come up with excuses all the way through for this part, which we can't have them do. Okay, 1940 what?
55.
1955. All right, here we go. Listen.
At the same time, I have a monitor on the nightstand for the little guy, right? This
His
dude
son.
stands up in bed.
Okay, he's doing a son bit. A lot of sons bits in this new special.
Very family.
A lot of bits where these would be great things to say to another kid's parents while you're picking your son up from school. That's kind of the level of the stories Tom's going to tell about his kids. The kind of stuff you would say if you were at a soccer meet, some other asshole dad sitting there, you got nothing to talk about. So why not tell a funny story about your stupid kid? Very funny, and a lot of people love this humor. We found that the comments really loved the kid stuff. That's the opposite of anything I'll love, okay? This kid stuff is so dang light, it doesn't even need to be spoken in an Uber. It's the lightest of the light, should not be in a special. So here he is talking about his kids, referring to him as he here. His little boy.
At the same time, I have a monitor on the nightstand for the little guy, right? This dude stands up in bed, and he goes, what was that?
That's the kid's voice you're going with. What was that? It's so familiar. Where have I heard that? Let's hear this again. So he's doing a little funny voice for the kid. He's not doing a kid's voice. He's not going, Dada, can you come and wash my little boy? He's doing a wacky kid voice, a little wackier than your normal Marky, let's say.
And for the little guy, right? This dude stands up in bed.
Listen to this.
And he goes, what was that?
What was that? I don't really want to repeat it. It's very offensive to me.
So now I drag my ass into his room. He's standing there with his 3-year-old gut out. You know how they're all like...
Not
I'm like,
funny.
what, do you own a Chevron? Why do you stand like that, dude?
Listen to that roar.
I go, what? He goes, what was that?
This is the kid.
I go, what was what? He goes, that. I go, what's that? He goes, what was that? I go, I don't know what the fuck you're asking. He goes, was that a choo-choo? I said, what? He goes, was it a choo-choo?
So he goes, his kid adopted? He's from some other country, maybe? No.
Now, you know how you know it's bad? The second that he said the first, what was that? The entire chat exploded with Dalia, Dalia, Dalia.
Really? So they
Dalia,
guessed it. They knew right away. We don't even have to show. Yes, he is doing Chris D'Elia's patented, disgusting, despicable kid voice. Yes.
Then, at the end of the movie, there's this really cute moment where the little kid in the movie looks up to Kazam, Shaquille O'Neal, and this is what he says. I just want you to know that, I consider you my friend.
Ooh, Tom. Ball hog.
How could you not know
You
that?
stole disgraced comedian. That's what ABC called him this morning. You stole disgraced comedian Chris D'Elia's kid voice? who's not allowed to do Netflix anymore because of his...
So you thought you would take the kid
So you thought,
voice.
I guess I could do that. Chris is no longer allowed on Netflix. You want to hear that again?
Then, at the end of the movie, there's this really cute moment where the little kid in the movie looks up to Kazam, Shaquille O'Neal, and this is what he says. I just want you to know that, I consider you my friend.
Amazing. Chris D'Elia using his kid voice. He's even a clip of somebody.
She looks at me, and this is what she says. She says, well, I was wondering, do you want to see a secret garden?
Oh, he's disgusting.
I mean, this is
point,
so
my
his
adult brain
voice.
and my
That's
gangster
all I
brain
had to
confused
do
the shit.
on
Okay.
YouTube was search Chris D'Elia kid voice,
Yeah.
and there was a kid voice.
Remember, Logan
compilation.
Paul? Logan Paul had tried to lift this as well a few years back.
Yes.
He tried to hijack this. I think he even knew that's too far. So what's going on, Tom? Are you forgetting? I could see Tom thinking he's come up with all this on his own. I could see Tom being so swept up with his momentum in the cars that he's not taking any time to think. And these things that are coming so easy to him, it's not that he's a genius comedian, it's that he's being very lazy and not realizing that he had just heard his friends all say these same things. Let's hear that kid
He
voice.
goes, was that a choo-choo?
Go back to when he goes,
said,
what
what?
was that? Because that
He
one
goes,
is like
yeah.
so the same. It's insane.
Let's see.
Drag my ass into his room. He's standing there with his 3-year-old gut out. You know how they're all like... I'm like, what do you own, a Chevron? Why do you stand like that,
Took you back to the worst part.
dude? I go, what? He goes, what was that?
There it is.
I go, what was what? He goes, that.
So you do Chris D'Elia child material. That's fucking disgusting.
Of all the material of Chris's that you would do, why child material?
How are you not? Aren't you mortified? I mean, if I were you, I would literally call Netflix, go, we have to edit this. I've made a huge mistake. You need to put out a statement for these two. Now, we've got one more. It goes further, sure. Steal Chris D'Elia's voice, a voice that was taken from him. You know, at least Chris D'Elia is a nice guy to take from him. You know, just despicable. And then your friend Theo Von, does Theo know that you're doing a big Brad Pitt joke now? Washing his down the shore? I don't know if Theo loves that. Does Theo like that? Do you want everybody showing this to Theo back to back? Is that what you want?
Theo was mad when he found out that, who was it? The show Dave stole his jokes?
Theo gets mad when somebody even does a little bit of Theo.
So he might be mad.
I mean, it was very minor, but it should be, again, as a comic as professional as yourself, you should go, Theo talked about Brad Pitt. What else we got? That's it. You shouldn't just be accidentally doing the same setup as him. Okay, so
Now, for the next one, I think maybe we should show the other one first. I don't know why I'm feeling
Really?
that. I don't know. No, okay, you can show us first. Go to 2430.
2430, okay. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
It's
And that's
hard
kind of
to-
why you got to just go back and forth. It's just one of those moments. 2430?
2430. Now, this is a little joke about Tom being in the shower with his son.
Tom is in the shower with his son when he notices something.
And then he looks up at me. He goes, you have a big penis. And I have a small one. I go, well, that's because mine's hard, buddy.
I'm in the shower with my son. He goes, you have a big penis. I have a small one. Why, Daddy? Why? And the misdirection is, well, that's because I'm hard, son. Ha, ha, ha. I can't believe it. He's crazy. He's crazy. You know, when I talk about making love with these kids, people get all mad. But, you know, Tom talking about the dick with his kid, that's fine. He's hard with his kid. I mean, people did not like it when Balenciaga joked around about messing around with kids. So, okay.
People are saying he stole this from Daddy Wash My Front.
Wow, yeah, I mean, this is an old joke. I mean, talking about dicks with little kids. However, he did not steal it from me. Let's Should we hear him just say it one more time? Let's hear him say it one more time.
For a minute, I'm like, can you wet me? And then he looks up at me. He goes, you have a big penis. And I have a small one. I go, well, that's because mine's hard, buddy.
Look at him accepting laugh. He's accepting laugh. Oh, they get so happy when crowds laugh at them. It's like, it's crazy. Even if they know joke not theirs.
Can I read this comment I screenshotted?
Yeah.
Screenshotted from Reddit. Mash the Gash 2018 says, I was at the taping. Before the show started, they gave us instructions on how to laugh and really overdo it because it's a taping.
Wow.
Kind of took me out of the experience.
Whoa, you hear that, Tom? Instructing people to laugh. And they think they can hide behind, it's a taping, it's a taping. We're allowed to act as shitty as we want. We're allowed to act as shitty as the shows that me and Rogan talk about are so dead on network TV, right? Remember when you and Rogan sit around talking about how network TV is so stupid and so fake? And here you are doing networks TV's biggest crime. Telling people to laugh when maybe they wouldn't have laughed for real. I mean, that's a huge crime on humanity. To take a man's laugh like that, to try to use it to manipulate us into laughing and taking our laugh. Why? Because it's a taping. It needs to be perfect. Well, then be perfect. But it's a taping. We need people laughing. Well, then make them laugh. Well, it's a lot easier if we just tell them to laugh at every time it sounds like a joke and laugh super loud so that it's good for the taping. Your own son has told us this on Reddit.
And that was on the Your Mom's House Reddit, so that was your fan.
That's your fan. It's disgusting, and it shouldn't be. Yes, I get it. They do that at tapings. They shouldn't.
Here, play Tom's one more from 2430.
2430.
Just so we don't forget.
Yeah, of course. Oh. Tom? Whoa, he's dancing.
He looks up at me. He goes, you have a big penis. And I have a small one. I go, well, that's because mine's hard, buddy.
That look he get. Ooh. Biting
Soak
his
it
lip.
all in.
Biting his lip like a little Jewish kid getting money. Disgusting, man. You getting some money from your father? For free? It's pretty fucking sick, isn't it? You gonna put that in your bank or spend it? It's going in the bank, isn't it? Fucking Jew. Okay, let's see who he stole that from. Now, some of you might not remember this guy, but we've got great video. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Pardo. You remember Jimmy Pardo?
Story.
He is, wow, he really looks like Aaron M. Imholt here, doesn't he? Jimmy Pardo is a short little guy. I think he's 5'4". I'm not joking, 5'4". Real loudmouth, real asshole guy. He used to be around a lot. I totally forgot about this guy. Is he still up to anything? He used to be doing podcasts and all that stuff. He was trying to be in the scene.
I do not know this person.
What time are we going to here?
2:40.
2:40. Here it is. Here's Jimmy Pardo. 2:40.
Because about 4 months ago, I was babysitting my nephew, and I was giving him a bath. And he asked, Uncle Jimmy, why is my penis different than yours? And I said, well, yours isn't erect.
Guess I forgot to laugh.
This is bad, Tom. This is bad. Did you hear that, folks?
Folks, but I can relate to this story. Because about 4 months ago, I was babysitting my nephew, and I was giving him a bath. And he asked, Uncle Jimmy, why is my penis different than yours? And I said, well, yours isn't erect.
What do you think?
Yes.
Yep. Right there on tape, folks. Jimmy Pardo did it first. Tom knows of him. Tom knows. That's 3. That's technically 3, Tom.
3 steals and 1 special is pretty bad.
Theo Von, Chris D'Elia, and Jimmy Pardo have all been stolen from so that Tom Segura could profit on his new Netflix special, Sledgehammer. Will Tom address these allegations? Pretty damning.